Very good morning, everyone. What happened? Nah, good morning. Okay, 1 second. Very good morning, everyone. How are you all? Very fine, fine. Very fine. Okay. Last class we started ledger. In one question we have done journal, ledger, trial balance. मजा आया था. Remember? So once only we are going through. I have asked you to revise. Of course, you have not done revision. How many have not done revision? Not done revision? देखो, I will see and I will understand that you have not done revision. Revision? Done revision? देखा जिसको बोलता हूँ देखा I can understand from the face only. He is पक्का not done revision. You have done revision ना? देखो in the face some glamour will be there. You have done revision? पक्का चलो. So those who have done very good, those who have not done, I am there for them. Till exam I am there. Correct now. So nothing to worry when I am with you. Correct. So but if you revise, it will be good for you. Correct. Not good for me. It will be good for you. Okay. Because you can see we all are competitors. We all are competitors. अरे बोलना yes or no. So if someone is revising and someone is not doing revision, so of course you just try to understand what will happen. Your competition level will decrease. You need to compete with among yourself, na? Correct. So we have done one question. That question, I think you remember some transactions were given. We have done opening entry. Then we have done recording. Chalega, 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 chalega. Then we started ledger account. For each ledger account, we have done posting. Posting, we have understood that in debit side, posting will be with two. In credit side, the posting will be with buy. There is no explanation for that why to why buy. It is a traditional system. We are following that system. But if the cash account is debited, so we write down the amount in debit side. Cash account debited. So we write down cash account and the amount to be written in which side? Debit side with the reference of which account? The account which has been created. So reference will be given for the account which has been created. Then at the time of balancing, so this opening balance is debit balance. So this closing balance will come in opposite side. The closing balance of cash account will come in opposite side. So this closing balance is debit balance, but written in which side? Credit side. So if the closing balance is coming in credit side, it is debit balance only. It is debit balance. Then we have prepared all the account. After preparing all the account, we started preparing trial balance. You remember that? Okay, sir. We started preparing trial balance. Where is the trial balance? Oh, yeah. This is the trial balance. And you can see that trial balance is a temporary statement between what? Bookkeeping and financial statement. It is only a temporary statement. It is prepared in which book? Trial balance is prepared in which book? In a piece of paper, not in a book. It is only temporary statement in a piece of paper. मजा आ रहा है? Having debit amount and credit amount, the account having debit balance will be written in the debit amount. The account having credit balance will be written in which column? Credit amount. And if there is no error, so debit total and credit total will match. Means can you say trial balance is a statement to find out arithmetical accuracy of an account? Arithmetical accuracy of accounts we prepare where in ledger. So to find out which accuracy? Arithmetical accuracy of account. Correct. Understood. It means can I say when this total and this total is not matching, it means there is some error. There is some error. Got it? Correct. Then after trial balance, we prepare PL account and balance sheet from the trial balance. So we know that all nominal account will be transferred to PL account and all real and personal account will be transferred to balance sheet. Or we can say in this way, income and expense will be transferred to PL account and asset, liability and capital will be transferred to balance sheet. So PL account is an account. PL account is an account. Will be prepared where? In ledger. In ledger. Very good. So PL account is account which is prepared after trial balance, but in which book? Means can I say all other account whatever we have prepared that is prepared before trial balance in ledger. PL account is one special account which is prepared after trial balance, but where? In ledger. Correct? Yes, sir. So can I say PL account if it is an account? So can I say to prepare PL account first we need to do some journal entries. Without journal entry, though we cannot prepare PL account. So of course there will be some journal entries also that we have not discussed in the last class. But whenever you are saying account require what? Journal entry. Without journal entry, can you do posting? Means whatever we have done. For example, we have done PL account debit to discount allowed. Correct? PL account debit to bad debt. PL account debit to cost of sales. We have done now. Then he has sales account debit to PL account and discount receive account debit to PL account. So these are some journal entry which will first recorded in journal and then posted in which account? Then posted in which account? Ledger account means PL account. So first journal entry is required. Then what? PL account is prepared. So of course there are some journal entry which is done after trial balance where? But nalak. Journal entries you will do in PL. Mata podle. Journal entries you will do where? Ledger. You should put something here. The stone. Correct? Journal entry is prepared where? In journal. From journal where it is posted? In ledger which account? In ledger which account? PL account. Understood? Are you able to understand whatever I am saying? So can I say, of course, after preparing trial balance, there are some entries which will be recorded in journal. That entry is known as closing entry. You remember one opening entry for opening balance. So we also record some closing entry. It means today we are here to understand closing entry. Understood? For income, what is the closing entry? Batao. For income, what is the closing entry? Income account debit to PL account. For expense, what is the closing entry? PL account debit to all expenses. Means can I say expense account will be closed by transfer to which account? PL account. And income account will be closed by transfer to which account? PL account. So that is known as closing entry. What is the closing entry to close expense account? PL account debit to expense account. What is the closing entry to close income account? Income account debit to PL account. So simply, can I say income will be credited to PL. Therefore, closing entry is income account debit to PL. Expense will be debited to PL. So PL account debit to expense. No rectification. No rectification. These are known as what? Closing entries. That we can do. That we can do. Correct. Yes, sir. Understood. Then we have done balance sheet. All asset will come here. All liability will come here. Capital will come here. Understood. Then balance sheet will tally. But one special discussion we have done in last class. Special discussion was about inventory, opening stock, and what purchased during the year. So there was one opening stock in ledger account. So in that opening stock, the closing balance was what? In that opening stock account, the closing balance was the closing balance of opening stock. Understood? That you remember. We have prepared one opening stock account to balance BD 20,000, buy balance carried down 20,000. So that 20,000 whatever has been carried down, that is the closing balance of which account? Opening stock account. That is not closing stock. That is not closing stock. Means that is the closing balance of which account? So 20,000 is opening stock. 20,000 is opening stock and purchase is how much? 4,000. Now we have taken one assumption in this question that 5% of goods are sold and 95% remain unsold. So 95% which remain unsold become closing stock. Closing stock and 5% which is sold is the cost of sales. The cost of sales in expense will be debited to which account? PL account, and closing stock will come where? In balance sheet, in the asset side of balance sheet. So can you say for this some adjustment is required after trial balance? After trial balance. So can you say what we'll do? Just try to understand everyone. Everyone just try to understand whatever I am saying. मजा आ रहा है. Just try to understand what I am saying. This opening stock will be transferred to purchase account. Means if you, I want journal entry from you, I want some adjustment entry. Opening stock will be transferred to purchase account. So opening stock is an asset. This is also an asset. This is also an asset. So opening stock will, purchase will, what journal entry? Purchase account debit to opening stock or stock. Correct. Then from that purchase, out of this total purchase 24,000, some amount will be transferred to closing stock. Out of this 24,000, how much is closing stock? 22,800. So out of this purchase, some amount will be transferred to which account? Closing stock. So closing stock will, purchase will, what journal entry? Closing stock account debit to purchase account. Done. This is known as stock adjustment entry. After trial balance or before trial balance? After trial balance. So this journal entry will be recorded where? Journal entry will be recorded in PL. Journal. 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 Correct? So all entries of whatever nature is recorded where? But there are some journal entry which is recorded before. There are some journal entry which is recorded after trial balance. Means just try to understand what I want to say. Can I say following journal entries are recorded after what? Trial balance. Where? In journal. Correct? Correct. Point number A. For stock adjustment. For stock adjustment. For adjusting opening stock with what? Purchase. Correct. What journal entry? Stock or inventory? You can use inventory also. I think they have used inventory now. You will also use inventory now. Inventory, but you can add on in bracket what? Will be debited. Is it correct? Huh? Opening stock will decrease and purchase will increase. So we are not doing correct. This is not correct now. It means what? Purchase account will be debited now to inventory. Understood? For adjusting closing stock with purchase. Correct. What journal entry? Inventory. In bracket we write down closing. To what? To purchase. Understood? Have you understood this point? Bolo. Correct. It means just try to understand. We were having how much account? Inventory account and purchase account. Purchase account. What was the opening balance? 20,000. Correct. And what we have posted in purchase account, can you see me? 4,000 and only 4,000. What was the name? To Anand what? To Anand 4,000 we have done this. Correct. Now let us post this to journal entry यहाँ पर. So first journal entry is what? Purchase account debit inventory. We write down buy what? Purchase. Buy purchase. How much? 20,000. To what? Inventory. How much? 20,000. So you can see purchase increases by 20,000 and stock decreases by 20,000. First journal entry posted. Are you able to understand? This posting we are doing before or after trial balance? After trial balance. Correct. Are you getting? Then what journal entry is there? Buy what? Inventory how much? What is the amount? Closing inventory amount is what? 22,800. And we write on 2. Purchase how much? 22,800. Done. Understood? Have you understood? अरे बोलना नहीं. Now this will be the closing balance. Buy balance carried down how much? Buy balance carried down how much? So this is what closing stock now. Now this become closing inventory. I hope you understood. This will go to balance sheet. And this we call what? Cost of sales. How much? Cost of sales account how much? How much? 1200. And this account will be closed. Are you able to understand? Cost of sales, or we can directly transfer to PL account. Directly transfer to PL account. So in PL account, what we are transferring? Opening stock plus purchase minus closing stock. Opening stock plus purchase minus closing stock. Are you getting? This 1200 will be transferred to PL. This 1200 will be transferred to PL. Better you write on PL account. Better you write on PL account. Don't write cost of sales. We write now. This will be closed by transfer to PL account. It is the name is what? For this name, the name is what? Cost of sales. We'll call it cost of sales, or another name I have given what? Adjusted purchase. Have you understood this point? Have you understood? बोलो. Have you understood? Any doubt? So can these two account we have prepared after before trial balance? So posting is done after trial balance. Have you understood? Only a common sense question. Let's see how you react in that. Have you understood this much? This much you understood? Means one thing we have understood that if these two journal entries done after trial balance, everyone listen. If these two journal entries done after trial balance, means can I say in trial balance, purchase will come and opening stock will come. Am I correct or not? One second. If this two journal entry has been done after trial balance, so in your trial balance, what is appearing? Purchase and opening stock. Purchase account and opening stock, total purchase and opening stock, closing stock will not appear in trial balance ना. अरे बोलना रे. And adjusted purchase will not appear in trial balance. So can you see if this two journal entry has been done after trial balance, means this two journal entry is not done before trial balance. It means in trial balance purchase account will come and opening stock will come. Means to transfer purchase and stock to PL and balance sheet, these two adjustment entries required. This much have you understood? Once again, what I said, before this we have prepared trial balance, you are confused now. In this trial balance, what is appearing batao? In this trial balance, purchase account is coming. How much? 4,000. And opening stock is coming na. How much stock is coming bata? Opening stock is what? 20,000. Why opening stock and purchase is coming in trial balance? Why not closing stock is coming? Why closing stock is not appearing in trial balance? Because stock adjustment is not done before, stock adjustment is done after trial balance. So can I conclude in this way with our discussion is if stock adjustment entry is done after trial balance. Yes, stock adjustment entry is not done before trial balance. Then in trial balance purchase account and opening stock will appear. What will not appear? Closing stock and adjusted purchase or cost of sales will not appear. Means can I say in this way now in different way? If stock adjustment entry is done before trial balance, understood? If stock adjustment entry is done before trial balance, quite possible we can do. अरे बोला नहीं. If stock adjustment entry is done before trial balance, means that two journal entry is done before trial balance. My question to you all, what will appear in this trial balance? Closing stock and adjusted purchase. Then what will not appear? Arre gajab. Means this is the only concept which many students don't know. Means just try to understand. If opening stock and purchase coming, can you transfer this opening stock to balance sheet? Can you transfer this purchase to PL? What is required? Adjustment entry is required. But if already stock is adjusted, means that two journal entry is done. So what is appearing in the trial balance? Closing stock and adjusted purchase. So adjusted purchase will go where? PL and closing stock will go where? Balance sheet. Understood the concept? Concept have you understood? Means whenever closing stock is appearing in trial balance, it means what? Already adjusted. And if closing stock is not appearing, it means what? Adjustment is required before preparing what? PL account and balance sheet. Before preparing balance sheet. I hope thoda so you have understood. Means can I say in this way? This was point number 1. Note number 1. Correct? So can we conclude in this way? If stock adjustment entry is recorded what? Before trial balance, where? In journal, correct? Then adjusted purchase means cost of sales, correct na? Normally instead you use adjusted purchase. The adjusted purchase also known as what? Cost of sales. चलेगा? And what? Opening stock will appear where? In trial balance. Closing stock. Opening stock, closing stock. Closing stock na? Sorry, I was sleeping. I mistake. Sorry. माफ कर दिए ना? अरे बोलो. अरे I am also human being ना. I can also do mistake ना. हाँ? ठीक है. You have done correct ना? Means you are more expert than me, हाँ? Okay. Thank you very much. Closing stock will appear in trial balance. When you can rectify the mistake of teacher means you have become expert. Simple. Correct? Have you understood this entire para? Have you understood this entire para? Means can I say there are two possibilities of stock and purchases in trial balance. Understood? Correct? First possibility, stock adjustment entry is not recorded before trial balance. But what will come in trial balance? Purchase will come and opening stock will come and as an additional information what will be given? Because to prepare what? PL account what you require? You require closing stock na? So as an additional information what they will give? Closing stock. Understood what I am saying? This is the first possibility. Have you understood this point? Means this can be one type of trial balance given. This is also correct. Correct trial balance. Correct trial balance now. But to prepare PL account and balance sheet, what is required? Stock adjustment is required before preparing PL account and balance sheet. Have you understood this point? Batao. Anyone have doubt? Second possibility is what? Second possibility, stock adjustment entry is recorded what? Before what? Before trial balance. So what will appear in trial balance batao? Now adjusted purchase will come. Adjusted purchase nothing but what? Opening stock plus purchase minus closing stock. Am I right or not? And what will come? Closing stock will come. Have you understood? So if this is given, then it become very simple. Then stock adjustment is not required before preparing PL account and balance sheet. So this will go where? In PL. This will go where? In balance sheet. I hope you are understanding. Have you understood this much? Have you understood? Simple. Life is simple. Correct? So with this more or less PL account we have completed. Sorry. Ledger we have completed. Ledger chapter we have completed. Just I need to give you some special note. Write down. Special points for ledger. Write down. Can you see in ledger we are doing classifying? Classifying is the second process of accounting. Classifying ना. So can you say classifying means what? All account will be classified as per their nature. So in a book we are doing classification of account. So therefore it is known as classifying. So all accounts will be classified as per its nature. In which book? In ledger. And therefore this process is known as classifying. Correct? Understood? Then add on ledger is the second book of accounting. Second book of accounting. Why you are not writing? Huh? Why you are not writing? Write, huh? Whatever I am writing that you should write down. Otherwise then I will stop writing. This everything has been explained now. Only I am just giving. So the process of writing in ledger is known as what? Is known as posting. Correct? Hello. Posting is done in a chronological and analytical. I said no, it is an analytical way of posting, so that explanation is not required. So in chronological and analytical what? Posting is done in a chronological and analytical order. If any account is debited in ledger for a transaction, then a reference will be given for an account what, which has been credited, and vice versa. You know what is the meaning of vice versa? Hmm? Means vice versa means if any account is credited, then reference will be given for an account which has been debited. Understood? Correct? Then add on. Point number 6. Add on. Items balance, opening balance, closing balance. बताओ. Asset have which balance? Always debit. Liability have which balance? Always credit. Capital has which balance? Always credit. Income has which balance? Credit. Expense has which balance? Debit. Understood? Correct. Now, when I am saying both opening balance and closing balance will be debit for asset. So when I am saying debit balance, so opening balance and closing balance will be debit balance. अरे बोलना रे. Both opening balance and closing balance will be debit for asset. But opening balance written in which side? The debit side. And closing balance will be written which side? Credit side. Have you understood what I want to say? The asset have debit balance for both opening and closing. But opening balance written which side? Debit side. And closing balance written which side? Credit side. This point have you understood? Means if someone asks you asset have which balance? Asset has which balance? Debit balance. Asset has which closing balance? हाँ हाँ देखो देखो मिस्टेक हो गया. आई एम आस्किंग बैलेंस. एसेट हैज विच डेबिट सॉरी एसेट हैज विच क्लोजिंग बैलेंस? Debit only. Asset has which opening balance? Debit only. But if I say closing balance of asset is written with side, then credit side. So you will not say this is credit balance. This is which balance? Debit balance. Written in which side? Credit side. I hope you are understanding my emotions. Emotions understanding? Correct. Similarly, liability has credit balance. Opening balance is written in which side? And closing balance is written in which side? Which side? Debit side. Correct. Bola. So my question to you all, but the liability has which closing balance? Liability has which closing balance? Written in which side? So you need to understand, they may ask you some MCQs of this nature. It state whether the statement is true or false. They may confuse you by asking this type of question. Correct? Chalega, but we are now expert. Similarly, we can say this. Have you understood? But what happened for income and expense? The balance are closed by transfer to which account? PL account means can I say they does not have what? Opening balance and closing balance. This point have you understood? Means they have balance, but that balance will be closed by transfer to which account? PL account. So ultimately income and expense does not have opening balance as well as closing balance. So if somebody asks you what is the opening balance of income? Zero, because it is already closed by transfer to PL account. So income and expense are closed by transfer to which account? PL account. Therefore, they do not have opening as well as closing balance. When you have done opening entry, yaad karo. Opening entry. So in opening entry, we have some asset account, some liability account, some capital account, but there was no income account. There was no expense account. Why? Because last year, the last month, already the income and expense account will be closed by transfer to which account? PL account. Therefore, it does not have opening and closing balance. So they have some balance, but that balance will be closed by transfer to which account? So income has which balance? If somebody asks you which balance, so credit balance. Expense has which balance? But they will ask what is the closing balance of income? Closing balance of income? Zero. Closed by transfer to PL account. Understood. Have you understood this point? Correct. अरे बोलना रे मजा आ रहा है मजा आ रहा है is what I am doing. I am just explaining you each and every point. I am not leaving any point. Correct? Okay. Then write down next point. A real and personal account. Okay, that is what? That is, can I say that is asset, liability, and capital account. Can I say this way? बोल दे yes or no? When I am saying real personal, so it can be either asset account or liability account or capital account. बताओ. Are always balanced. Are always balanced at the end of what? At the end of accounting period. Always balanced now. Are balanced at the end of accounting period, which will be such balance will be transferred to what? Which will be transferred to what? PL account. Which will be transferred to PL account. Bolna. Balance sheet. Oh, sorry. Balance sheet. Balance sheet. Not PL account. Balance sheet. Sorry. So asset liability capital will be transferred to balance sheet. So they it will be balanced at the end of accounting year. The account is never closed. The account is never closed. So asset, liability and capital account will not be closed, will be balanced, will be balanced. Understood? Similarly, if I say nominal account, but when I am saying nominal account means what? Nominal account means that is income and expense account. Income and expense account. बोला रे are not balanced. Are not balanced ना? Are not balanced. But are what? But are closed by transfer to which account? By transfer to profit and loss account. Profit and loss account. Understood? So they are not balanced, they are closed. They are closed. They are not balanced. And these are balanced. Understood? It means, can I say, for closing you need to pass closing entry. So you will record closing entry after or before trial balance. You record closing entry after or before trial balance. After trial balance. Where? You record closing entry where? Journal. And posted where? In ledger. In ledger in which account? PL account. So it means PL account is an account where? In ledger. Correct? Right on. Following closing entry. Following closing entries are recorded where? In journal. After what? Trial balance. To the point number A, for closing which account? For closing expense account. What journal entry बताओ? Profit and loss account debit to expense. Profit and loss account debit to expense. Understood? And for closing which account? Income account. What journal entry? Income account debit to what? Profit and loss account. Profit and loss account. Have you understood this point? Have you understood? Means let us take discount allowed account. We have prepared one discount allowed account last class. So can I say actually before preparing trial balance we have temporarily taken out its balance. Check करेंगे. Let us come to discount receive account में आ जाते चलना. Discount receive account. Can I say this is a temporary balance? Temporary balancing ना. अरे बोलना नहीं. We have done two balance carried down. We have temporarily balanced it to prepare what? Trial balance, because we need to prepare trial balance. But after preparing trial balance, we need to close it to which account? We will close it by transferring it to which account? PL account. So what journal entry will do? Discount received to PL. It means this was not correct now. We write on what? To PL account. अरे बोला नहीं. हाँ. We'll do posting way in ledger only na. Can you say it was a temporary temporary balancing? Because income and expense account will not be balanced. It will be closed by transfer to which account? But क्या हुआ? Before preparing PL account, what we have drawn? Trial balance. था बीच में एक दीवार आ गया ना. What I said, bookkeeping and then financial statement. In middle of that, there is a temporary statement to find out arithmetical accuracy of account. Actually, that is not required if you are expert. We can do directly from ledger account what PL account and balance sheet. अरे बोलना रही. Now because we are preparing trial balance and because we have done from traditional days 11, 12 trial balance मजा आता है. अरे बोलना yes or no? It means you need to prepare it. Otherwise you will say sir you don't know anything. अरे बोलना रही. But can I say without trial balance also we can prepare PL account or balance sheet or not? We require only balance and that balance is from ledger account. अरे बोलना रही. So what I want to say, only to prepare trial balance we have only done some temporary balancing of this income account and we have written two balance carried down because this balance will go to trial balance. Okay or not? अरे I am silent. Why you are silent? Okay. तो ज्यादा हो गया. ज्यादा हो गया. अरे बोल दो yes or no. You are not saying yes. You are not saying no. Today what happened to you all? ज्यादा हो गया. Then we'll leave it right now. हाँ. I am with you. Not ज्यादा. पक्का. चलो 1 second. But I am saying income account. Please concentrate. Don't think about someone else. Think about me. All we will think about Chiranjeev Jan sir. Correct? Right now I am only in your life. अरे यस रे, करेक्ट ना. तो इफ समवन इज इन योर लाइफ प्लीज डिलीट फॉर सम आवर. परमानेंट डिलीट मत करना. टेम्पररी डिलीट विल बी रीस्टोर इन रिसाइकल बिन. वहां रिसाइकल बिन में जाके ढकेल दो उसको. ठीक है. चलो ना 1 second. कैन यू से डिस्काउंट रिसीव इज इनकम अकाउंट. Now, what note I have given, the income account will not be balanced, it will be closed. But हमने तो क्या कर दिया? What we have done? Balance कर दिया. That is a temporary balancing to prepare what? Trial balance. Trial balance is temporary statement. It is a temporary balancing. Now what I am saying, after trial balance, we'll do closing entry. What is the closing entry? For income account, what is the closing entry? Income account debit to PL account means discount received to PL account. So discount received to PL account ना. We return to PL account ना. अरे बोलना रे. The 2 PL account, it is posted where? In ledger. Ledger means 2 account, discount receive and PL account. So we have posted here, and one more account we have done PL account. check करेंगे PL account, PL account, PL account, PL account, PL account, PL account, PL account. अरे कहाँ गया? By discount receive already we have done. check करो. So 2 PL account by discount received double effect. So this PL account is prepared where? This PL account is prepared where? In ledger only. But after trial balance. Understood? Are you able to understand concept? Concept समझो. Are you able to understand? Correct? This, believe me, what I am saying, this, believe me, no one in India, outside India, will teach like this. Only one person in India, Chiranjeev Jain. Because I believe that you can understand anything. I have confidence on you. You should have confidence on me. You are understanding or not? थोड़ा टाइम लेगा. ओके ठीक है, विल अंडरस्टैंड. बट आर यू एबल टू फॉलो और नॉट? You are able to follow, तो okay. If you are not able to follow, we'll take one break. Are you able to follow? चलो 1 second. Coming to. So what I am saying, whatever I have done, कि real account and personal account, asset, liability, capital account will be balanced at the end of accounting period, and that balance will be transferred to what? Huh? From trial balance directly to balance sheet. Means the objective is to transfer where? Means, can I say, just try to understand. This all balance of asset, liability and capital, cash account, bank account, building account, Vijay account, Madhi account, Anand account, capital account. Are you getting what I am saying? Then plant account, Mukesh account, Rahim account, then. Can I say our balance at the end of accounting period, we are transferred to trial balance, and from trial balance transferred where? Balance sheet. हो गया खत्म कहानी. Understood? But income and expense account, we are temporary balance transferred to trial balance, but it will be transferred to PL account after recording what? Closing entry na. That closing entry is required or not? That closing entry is required. Are you getting what I am saying? So income and expense account will be closed. So will be closed by passing which entry? Closing entry. It means that closing entry need to be done in journal. From journal it will post it in ledger, and from ledger हो गया खत्म. PL account is prepared. So that I am just explaining. Just try to understand. Let me take one expense account, bad debt account. Let me take one bad debt account. This is bad debt account. Is an expense or not? Bad debt. So okay, this was a temporary balance. This was a temporary balancing only to prepare which statement? Trial balance. But now after trial balance, we'll pass one closing entry. What is the closing entry of closing expense? PL account debit to expense. We write on buy what? We write on buy PL na. And this will be what? To bad debt in which account? PL account. Done. Have you understood? Have you understood? So normally when they ask you to prepare bad debt account, we don't do buy balance. We write on buy PL account. If they ask you to prepare bad debt account, you will never write on buy balance carried down. We write on buy bad debt account because it will be closed by transfer to which account? PL account. Have you understood? But don't change it. Don't change it. Have you understood this point? चलेगा. इतना समझ के बहुत है. because if you will change, then you need to change all account ना. Don't change it. Then when you will do revision, configure हो जाएगा. ठीक है. When you will do revision ना, तो step by step अभी समझ में आएगा. When you will do revision, then घूम जाएगा. Understood? Have you understood this much? Yes, sir. Means I hope now this note is clear. This note is clear. Correct. Point number 10. So can you say in profit and loss account all expenses will be what? Debited, and all incomes will be what? Credited. Any doubt? Simple. So can you say profit and loss account is an account, correct, prepared where? Prepared where? In ledger. After what? After trial balance? No. Because this profit and loss account is summary of nominal account. Correct? Therefore, it is also a nominal account. Understood? The PL account, if somebody asks you what is the nature of PL account, it is a nominal account. Where it is summary of all nominal account, it will be also a nominal account. Profit and loss account is a nominal account. Have you understood? Correct? Yes, sir. I think understood. Correct? Now, come to illustration number 1. Prepare the stationery account of a firm for the year ended 31st 12 2020. Correct? They have asked you to prepare what account. So can you say if you know journal entry, you can frame journal entry in your mind and then you can post directly. Or if you want to record journal entry and then post, that also you can do. But if they ask account, so can you say account you can prepare without journal entry? In from examination point to save your time. Correct now. So we'll frame our journal entry in our mind and then do posting. Chalega? So they have asked you to prepare which account? Stationery account. On 1 Jan, inventory of stationery means this is opening stock. So this stock of inventory. Let us prepare. We are preparing illustration number 1. So which account? Stationery account. Correct. So on 1/1/2020, they have given opening balance to balance brought down how much? There is some opening stock na. How much? 480. So this was some opening stock. Correct. Then they have given purchase of stationery by check. Check means transaction has been done in through bank. Correct. So purchase of stationery, what journal entry will do? Purchase not. I said purchase account is only for goods. It is stationery. Stationery are used. So we'll do stationery account debit to bank. Purchase is for goods which are for sale purpose. Stationery is for use purpose. So we'll do stationery account debit to what? What is the date? 5 na? So 2 what? Stationery account debit to bank how much? 800. Very simple na? Correct. Then on 15 November purchase stationery on credit from 5-star stationery mart. So on credit from 5-star stationery mart, what journal entry? Stationery account debit to, chalo, what do you write down? What is the date? 15 November. Achha, this was 5th April. 15 November 2020 to 5-star. What is the name? Write down full. Whatever. 5-star stationery mart 1280. Have you understood? Correct. So can you, these are the journal entries you have done before trial balance? Correct now. So of course you can find out the balance that you can do it. You can find out a balance. So what is the year end? They have given 31st 12. 31st 12 2020 by balance carried down. How much? 2560. So can you say this will be written in the debit side of trial balance? Debit side of trial balance. Bole yes or no? Understood? Means illustration done as per examination point of done. This is the account. Account is this only. Check कर लो. Solution किया हुआ. But let me extend the topic. Solution done. Now coming to some other concept, because we have done matching concept. We have done matching concept now. Now what happened? After preparing trial balance, you find out that out of 2560, 80% was used during the year and 20% remain unused. Have you understood this point? Have you understood? Means you prepare trial balance opening plus purchase is 2560. This is opening stock plus purchase na. This is opening stock of stationery plus purchase. अरे बोलना रे. But during this, at the end of the year, you find that out of 2560, 80% was used. Used means consumed. Suppose I purchase battery. For battery, for me, battery is what? Stationery. So at the end of the year, we found that 80% battery used and 20% remain unused. Quite possible. My question to you all, out of 2560, how much will be expense and how much will be asset? How much will be expense and how much will be asset? Means 2560 80%. How much it is coming? 20 will be our expense na, and this will be asset. Correct na? Batao. And so balance is what? 512. Are you getting what I am saying? Means how much will be transferred to PL account? How much will be transferred to PL account? And how much will be balance? Means can I say this is actually not correct now? This is before trial balance, but after trial balance it will change. Are you getting what I am saying? After trial balance it will change or not? Are you getting? Means if this information is also given in the question, so can you prepare this account? This account will belong now. Are you able to understand what I am saying? I mean, right now, as per the information given the question, this account is correct because they have not given that information. So this balance carried down will be transferred to trial balance, but that will not be transferred to PLM balances. For PLM balances, we require some other information, some other information. So if this information is given, so how to prepare? 1 minute. I'll just draw once again. We are drawing which account? Stationary account now. So to balance brought down how much? 480. Then to bank how much? 800. And to 5 star how much? 1280. Now my question to you all, we need to transfer some amount to PL account. So what journal entry you will do? You need to close stationary account by transfer to which account? PL account. The stationary is an expense. What is the closing entry? PL account debit to stationary. But what amount? Amount will be what? Period of by what? PL account. How much? 2048 na? Understood this point? This will be transferred to which account? PL account. And the balance will be transferred where? In balance sheet 512. Have you understood this point? Understood. This is the closing balance. Closing balance will go where? In balance sheet. But can I say, actually when we are drawing this account, this is giving wrong information. This 2560 will go to the balance sheet. But this will go to trial balance, not to balance sheet. To transfer to balance sheet, we require some other information also. See how much has been used, how much has not been used. Are you able to understand? So can you see if this information is also given in the question, then you have to prepare this account. See out of this total, how much is my expense? Expense is 2048. They will pass one journal entry. PL account debit to stationery. PL account debit to stationery na. How much? 2048. And the balance will go to what? Balance sheet. Have you understood? Have you understood? Just draw it. I hope you have understood my emotions. Have you understood this point? Okay, ledger all other account can you do by your own? Because now posting I will not do. Can you say all other questions whatever is given can you do by your own? Bola re. Only two questions are there, not more than that. Two questions are there. For practice can you do? Okay. So ledger completed from my point of view. Let us come to our trial balance. Trial balance also completed. Trial balance only I need to do some discussion. Ledger completed. Can we come to trial balance? Yes, sir. Right on. Trial balance. This is chapter number 2, unit number 3. Write on one note. देखो. Before preparing profit and loss account and balance sheet. All the balances of ledger accounts are summarized in a temporary statement known as trial. Because trial, in the name only it is understood trial. It is only trial. Correct, na? Trial balance. Trial, na? Not final. It is only trial balance before preparing final account. Correct? Correct. Any doubt? No. Trial balance. Trial balance is prepared to find out what? Arithmetical accuracy of accounts. Sorry. Correct? देखो. There are two types of error. While preparing what? Books of account. While preparing books of account means what? Journal and ledger. One is known as one-sided error. One is known as two-sided error. Two-sided error means what? Both debit and credit aspects are not recorded or incorrectly recorded. Have you understood this point? Means if I am saying say cash account debit to capital 10,000 10,000. This was the correct journal entry. Cash account debit to capital 10,000 10,000. But we have done cash account debit to capital but 1 lakh 1 lakh. Error na? 90,000 more recorded. So this becomes two-sided. Either not recorded or incorrectly recorded. Both the aspect. Both debit and credit. So can I say if the both the aspect debit and credit are recorded, trial balance will tally. Because can I say we have done the same mistake in credit side and the same mistake is done in debit side. Means you have wrongly recorded debit by 90,000 and you have wrongly recorded credit by 90,000. तो ट्रायल बैलेंस टैली हो गया ना, डबल एंट्री हो गया ना. बोथ द एस्पेक्ट्स आर रिकॉर्डेड ना, आइदर रॉन्गली और करेक्टली. मेरी बात समझ रहे हो? मींस व्हेन आई एम सेइंग कैश अकाउंट डेबिट टू कैपिटल 10,000 10,000, दिस इज करेक्ट जर्नल एंट्री. So debit 10,000, credit 10,000, trial balance will tally. But wrong effect what we have given. Instead of 10,000 we have recorded what 1 lakh. So 1 lakh 1 lakh. So 1 lakh credit, 1 lakh debit. So trial balance will tally. Means can I say in this way? Whenever two-sided trial balance will always tally. बोलना yes or no? Trial balance will always tally. Understood? But when I am saying one-sided means only one aspect is recorded or incorrectly recorded. You have left some space. Sorry. So can I say only one aspect is recorded? Yeah, one aspect is wrongly recorded. Means when I am saying Ram account debit 10,000 कर दिया, but to capital 1 lakh. So 90,000 difference will come na. 90,000 difference will come. कि debit 10,000, credit 1 lakh, 90,000 difference हो गया ना. So in this case trial balance will not tally. थोड़ा थोड़ा बस ज़्यादा नहीं है. Have you understood this much? If this much you have understood, okay. Now balance, whatever need to explain, I will explain at the end of the syllabus. This much you understood, one-sided, two-sided, only this much. But error, what are types of error, how to rectify the error, will do at the end, not now. Means first I need to make you expert in correct journal entry now. Then only we can expert in rectifying them. So I will not start rectification right now. First we need to become expert in accounting, then rectification. So rectification I will be doing at the end. ठीक है ना? But this much I hope you have understood. Means can I say in this way कि trial balance tallied, then also it is not a conclusive evidence of arithmetical accuracy. There may be some two-sided error. अरे बोलना रे. अभी यहाँ पर what note I have given? Note I have given trial balance is prepared to find out arithmetical accuracy of account. But if there are two-sided errors, trial balance cannot be concluded to give means even though it sorry if there is a two-sided error it will tally. But can I say there is some error here पर even though it is tally? Are you getting what I am saying? So that for that note I have explained this one. One-sided error, two-sided error. Now what are the error? What are types of error? How to rectify that? All will be done in our coming classes. Correct? This much have you understood? Write down point number 4. Point number 4. if there are two-sided error, trial balance will tally, and therefore trial balance is not a conclusive proof for arithmetical accuracy of accounts. This point have you understood? Means even the trial balance tally, there may be some error, there may be some two-sided error. So we can't say na ki it is giving arithmetical accuracy of account. So even though tally, trial balance cannot be said as conclusive evidence for what? Arithmetical accuracy of account. Correct? No. If there are one-sided error, so can you say whenever there is a one-sided error, trial balance will not tally. There will be some difference in trial balance. There may be some difference in trial balance. We need to find out the reason of the difference. We need to find out some reason for that difference before preparing what? Before preparing trial balance. Patapod. One second. Correct. Means when trial balance is not telling, it means there is one side error. So there will be some difference. So we need to identify the reason of the difference. It means we need to rectify the error before preparing PL account and balance sheet. So can you say rectification will take some time? So for the time being, the difference is transferred to a temporary account. For the time being, the difference is transferred to a temporary account. I hope you know that. Which account? Suspense account. Only one account you have understood. Suspense account. Difference आता मजा आता transfer to which account? Suspense account. So can you say there may be some suspense account in trial balance that represent difference between debit total and credit total due to which error? One sided error means whenever suspense account is coming, it is for which error? It cannot be for two-sided error because for two-sided no difference will come. No difference will come. So that suspense account need to be closed before what? Preparing final account by rectification. The rectification will be a separate unit that will do at the end. Understood? Have you understood this point? Madam. If there are one-sided error, trial balance will have some difference either in debit total or in credit total. Debit total column or credit total column. Correct. Such difference is temporary transferred to which account? Suspense account. Suspense account. Correct. Correct. If such errors are rectified before what? Before preparing final account. Final account means what? PL account and balance sheet. Suspense account will be what? Closed. It will be closed now. It will be automatically closed. Closed means have zero balance now. Correct. It will be automatically closed now because rectification done. Suspense account will be closed. Hence and hence will not appear where? Will not appear where? In balance sheet. Because no balance now. Have you understood this point? Only theoretical point. Detailed discussion will do where? In rectification chapter. Why I am just giving this point? Because there will be some MCQs in trial balance so that you can do it. Correct now. As hoga that difference is transferred where? Correct now. So I am just explaining for that reason. Otherwise you say, sir, you don't teach. Are you getting? I am just giving some information about suspense account. Detailed discussion, expertise level in rectification of error chapter. Correct? So can you say in this way, if such error are not rectified before preparing what? Final account. Understood this point? Then suspense account is not closed. Means it will have some balance and that balance will appear where? In balance sheet. Correct now. So if it is not rectified, the suspense account will have some balance and that balance will appear in balance sheet. Correct. Then suspense account may have what? Debit balance or what? Credit balance, which will appear where? In balance sheet. Have you understood this point? Have you understood this two note? This note and this note. Correct. Only for that MCQ's question I am just giving as a note. I hope you have understood my emotions. But can I say practically speaking, if there is an error that need to be rectified before final account, then why we are chartered accountant? Can I say if CA is preparing and if CA is preparing balance with suspense account, then we are not CA now. So practically speaking, suspense account will never come where? In balance sheet. If it is coming in our balance sheet, so we are not chartered accountant. So practically speaking, this point will never come. This is only from examination point they will ask if rectify if errors are not rectified. Suspense account will have which balance? Debit balance or credit balance? Bolo? It may have either debit balance or credit balance. It will be recorded where? In balance sheet. This type of bakwas question they ask. So I need to teach you from exam point of view also, therefore I have given that note. But practically speaking, if a CA is preparing balance sheet, so it will be without error. It will be without error now. We rectify. Correct now. Understood. Now one question is asked in exam, what is the nature of suspense account? Let's see what answer you are giving. Think and say. If you are giving correct answer means one chocolate. Think and say. कि suspense account is think and say. Is a real account, nominal account or personal account? बोलो. One chocolate. बोलो. Who is saying? अरे बोल. Fast रे. How many are saying nominal account? How many are saying real account? How many are saying personal account? So what balance are saying? Huh? Not an? Not an account, but it is an account, na? I have said. If you open it, it is an account only. It is temporary transfer to suspense account I have written, na? I have said it is an account only. It is an account. It is real, nominal or personal that I am asking. Huh? How many are saying nominal? How many are saying personal? How many are saying real? So what do you two are saying? बोलो. अरे one account तो होता ना. Huh? You will not say only. You will not say. You don't want chocolate. तुक्का लगा दे हो जाएगा. You have not studied it. अरे I am teaching right now to everyone ना. For the first time I am teaching in your life. What you have not studied? बोल. पर्सनल भी नहीं रहता. 100% करेक्ट. 100% करेक्ट. ओह सॉरी, मिसमैच हो गया. 100% correct. It is an account, but can I say they can be error in real also? They can be error in personal also, and they can be error in nominal. But you don't know right now in which account is an error. And if you know it is real, then you should correct it now. Are you able to understand? Right now we don't know where you have done such error. So error can be either in real account, or it can be in nominal account, it can be in personal account, it can be more than one account. 2 account, 3 account, 4 account. It is a cumulative effect now in suspense account. It means it is neither real, nor personal, nor whatever left nominal. Or you can say it is either real or personal or nominal. You don't know right now. Both answers are correct. Thank you very much. Very good. Excellent. Because I am not saying, I am not asking why you have given answer. And if you have said nominal also, now I am happy. If you are saying personal also, I am happy. If you are saying real also, I am happy. But when you are not responding, I am not happy. So those who are not responding, मेरे को उसमें खराब लगता है. Respond even you don't know. Correct now. Someone may be correct, someone may be wrong, but if you are not responding, means मजा नहीं आता है. Correct. Respond. You may be correct, you may be wrong. That who will decide? God will decide. But if you will not respond, what God will say? You are not eligible to come in this classroom. Correct now. So respond. Always respond. I said a 50%. Perfection is not required. But if you not respond, then 0%. अरे बोलना रे. Respond करो. Okay? Yes sir. So write down this. Is also very popular question in what? In MCQ question they ask this type of question. Note number. Point number is what? 6. Or better write down after this only. Suspense account is neither real account, nor nominal account, nor personal account. In other words, it may be either a real account or nominal account or personal account. Understood? Have you understood? Then point number what? 5 done na? 6. Types of what? Types of trial balance. There are how many types of trial balance? 3 types. Point number 1. Point number 1 is known as balance method. Balance method means trial balance is prepared in 3 ways. Balance method. First one is what? Balance method. Whatever method we have adopted in our one question, that was balance method. And normally we use balance method. If question is silent, always use what? Balance method. Correct. Balance method means we write on balance of account in trial balance. Balance method. We have written balance of each account. Correct. Second method is known as total method. Total method means what? You will not write down balance of account. You write down total of debit and total of credit of each account in trial balance. I will explain. First write down. And third is known as combination of these two. मजा आ रहा है. Total and balance method. Total and balance method. Means the first one is also known as net method. Net means net amount. Net amount means debit minus credit. Total means gross method. Means write down both total of debit as well as total of credit. Gross method. Also known as gross method. Correct. So there are 3 ways of preparing what? There are 3 ways of preparing trial balance. First one is balance method. Second one is what? Total method. Third one is total and balance method. I hope in your also class 11, 12, normally you have done this. Means normally a trial balance is given in balance way. Means they used to give balance of each account because balance will go to PL and balance sheet. We don't require total. We don't require total of debit and total of credit. We require balance only. Correct? So normally, practically this is used. Practically used method is what? Balance method. Correct? We can take some question for preparing what? Trial balance. Can we take some question? If you permit me. Permission granted. Trial balance आया. You can see the format if you know the format. Format यही से देख लेते हैं. Trial balance. First is total method. You can see serial number, name of account, ledger folio. Ledger folio means page number. Page number of that account from which page number ledger from which that balance has been taken. So this is page number ledger. Understood? Correct now. Total debit, total credit we write down. Total debit and total credit. Means what is the total of debit and total of credit? Means just can you give me if you have cash account है? You have cash account already we prepared cash account na? So what was the total of debit? Total of debit how much? We write down cash account. Total of debit how much? 1 and what was the total of credit? Ignoring balance amount. Total of credit amount 4100. So we write down in this way. Understood? For each account we write down total debit, total credit. Bakwas method. Why required? Not required, na. Understood? Now when I am saying balance method, so in this we write down cash, only debit balance. Debit balance was how much? Not debit balance. Balance 7180. 7180. That is nothing but difference of these two. Difference of these two now. So this is total method. This is what balance method. And when I am saying total and balance method, it is a combination of above two. So in this we write down cash. Debit balance how much? 7180. Total was how much? 11. And credit was how much? 4100. So the difference of these two will be this only. This total and balance method is to avoid mistake in balancing. Means suppose you have written total here, total here, so you are not doing any mistake in balancing. Therefore, it is suggested method, but was method. Wastage of time, wastage of money, wastage of paper. चलेगा? In exam, if question is silent, will you use which method? If question is silent, but if they have said use total and balance method, then use total and balance method only. चलेगा? Will you do one question? बोलना रही. So let me come to some question. You can see given below is the ledger extract. So they have given balance of cash account now. Furniture account, salary account, Siam account, purchase return account, Ram account, sales account, sales return account, and you need to prepare what? Trial balance. So of course we can prepare by using which method they have said? Total method. Now, can you do fast? I will give the format, you will do. So we are doing illustration number 1. We write down trial balance of what is the name? Accent company as on which date? 31st March. So they have asked total and balance, only total method, no? We write down total debit, total credit, ledger folio, and serial number. Write down serial number, name of account, ledger folio, total debit, and total credit. Can you do it by your own? Do it fast. So the first one is what? Cash. Cash account. So always see cash account debit. So debit will be more than credit. So take what? Debit total is given 35,500 minus balance कर दे. There is no need to total it. So 35,500. 35,500 minus what? 7,500. How much? 28,000 you can do in this way. Similarly, I hope you have done correct only. You don't require my help now. Furniture. Furniture how much? So the furniture will be having debit balance. So take debit total first. And then what? Minus balance. Balance is what? 3,000. 0. You have done this way only. Just check the answer whether it is correct or not. Everyone. Everyone check the answer. The total is coming how much? This much coming. Huh? Okay, same question you can do by balance method. You can do it by your own. Can you say in class it is a wastage of time? Same question you can do by balance method. Balance method is super easy. So that will be your homework. अरे बोलना रे. Same question can be done by total and balance method. So total and balance method. If you have understood balance method, you have understood total method. So you have understood total and balance method. But in exam they will ask one only. Question is silent. Use what? Balance method. But if question specify, use the particular method. So I hope you can do it by your own. So I am not taking any question of this nature. Correct. Now can you say from the following ledger, illustration number 3. From the following ledger, prepare trial balance. So when nothing is given, we'll use which method? Balance method. Correct now. Now can you say only to identify debit balance and credit balance? If they have not given debit balance, credit balance, you will say capital, credit balance, sales, purchase, purchase, purchase. Everyone respond. Purchase asset na. Asset will have sales return. It is the reverse of sales. So sales account will have credit balance. So sales return will have debit balance. Discount allowed, debit balance. Expense, trade receivable, trade payable. Investment is an asset. Debit na. Cash at bank, interest received, income. Insurance paid, expense. Insurance paid, expense. Debit. Low. Can you say then you can prepare one trial balance? So sometimes we can prepare trial balance in this way also, but use that format only. Don't use this format. Don't use horizontal format, use vertical format. Chalega? In ICS solution they have given horizontal format also, but will use which format? Vertical format. Chalega? Are bolna rahi. Then illustration number 4 you can do. I think this is so very easy. They have given debit credit. Correct? I hope you can do it. My help is not required. There will be some error, I think so. One of your client, Mr. Singhania, has asked you to finalize his account for the year ended 31st March 2020. Till date, he himself has recorded transaction in the books of account. As a basis for audit, Mr. Singhania furnished you the following statement. So, बताओ, capital will have which balance? Correct only. Drawing has which balance? Debit. Correct only. Leasehold premises. Leasehold premises means asset. Asset will have debit balance. Correct only. Sales will have which balance? Credit. Correct only. Due from customer. Due from customer means what? Due from customer means what? Receivable. Receivable will have which balance? Credit balance. But they have given what? Due from customer, what they have given? Where it is correct? No, no, no. What I am asking? Due from customer. So due from customer will have which balance? Due from means receivable. Receivable is an asset or liability? Asset na. So it will have which balance? Debit balance means it is an error. So it will come in this side. This side will come now. Correct? Got it? Correct. Let us discuss first, then we will come to your point. Purchase will have which balance? Debit balance. Purchase return will have which balance? Means it is also some mistake. It will come यहाँ पर. Then loan from bank. Loan from bank is what? Liability. So liability will have which balance? And they have given credit balance only. Trade payable will have which balance? Which balance? So it is also mistake. Correct. Trade expense will have which balance? It is debit only. Cash at bank debit, bills payable credit. So this is also mistake. This will go यहाँ पर. Are you getting? Salaries and wages which balance? So this is correct. Inventory which balance? Debit balance. So this is also mistake. Rent and rates expense. Rent and rates expense. Expense will have. So this is also correct. Sales return will have debit balance. It is a reverse of sales account. So this is also not correct. Means now if you correct it, so what they are saying, the closing inventory is itna, this you remove, this you ignore. Mr. Singhania claimed that he has recorded every transaction correctly. He is nalayak. So we'll comment he don't know anything about account, is nalayak. So correct trial balance will be this. Chalega. So can you correct it? Of course we can correct it. And when you correct it, then it will what? Balance. Okay. They have given reason also why it is debit, why it is credit. That also we can adopt. Due from customer is an asset. They will have debit balance. Correct now. Purchase return account will always show a credit balance. Correct. Chalo. This also you have understood. Balance, test your knowledge. You can do it. I hope from my point of view this chapter is over. Any doubt? So we have completed some basic topics initially. Then journal, ledger, trial balance. In the next class, we'll start bills of exchange, one chapter. We'll directly enter to bills of exchange chapter. What is chapter number bills of exchange? It is in volume 1 or volume 2? Chapter 6, unit 1. This chapter 3, 4, 5, goli maro. Directly we'll come to what chapter number 6. मजा आ रहा है? हाँ? And one question like this. We have understood ledger folio and journal folio. Ledger folio at a time of ledger folio we write down where in journal, and journal folio we write down in ledger, and then ledger folio in trial balance. My question to you all, ki when you in journal means in sorry, let me explain by writing, otherwise I will be also confused. So when I am saying this is journal, so this is ledger folio and this is account. So this is what? Journal folio. So can you see you write down the page number of ledger where such transaction is posted, and this we write down page number of journal from where transaction has been posted, from where the transaction has been posted. Correct. So my question to you all, in this journal, when you write ledger folio, in this journal, when you write ledger folio, at the time of posting, or at the time of recording? After posting only. Very good. Means can I say this will be known only when you have prepared book, ledger book, then only we know the page number. Means can I say ledger folio and journal folio for a particular transaction is written at the time of posting only. At the time of posting, not at the time of recording. Understood? Just write down this as a note. This type of questions sometime they may ask. One note write down. What was the special point you write down? Journal folio in ledger and ledger folio in journal. Both are filled at the time of what? At the time of posting the transaction in ledger. Have you understood this point? So both are filled. Means ledger folio in journal is also filled at a time of posting only, because that time only you know the page number. Are you getting? So both are filled at a time of posting the transaction in ledger. Have you understood this point? Correct? Are you able to understand what I am saying? Correct? So journal done, ledger done, trial balance done, all question homework will meet tomorrow. Correct? Trial balance full homework. Ledger journal so we have done only. We have done discussion also na. Any doubt in journal? Any doubt which is pending? Correct? Ledger you can do now. All done. Trial balance I think 4 5 questions are there. Do it now. It is very simple. Correct? Whatever is given very simple. Now it means the first test will be up to 12 means whatever we have done. I can start with transaction ledger, transaction event. There are 6 rules we have done. That also can be asked. That unit is not completed, but we have done 6 rules now. Means we have done what? Dual aspect concept, separated concept. So we can ask. I can ask question from there. The test will be in 2 or 3 days. In 2 days. 2 days time that is 2 days or 3 days. You recall how many days? 3 days. चल तेरा बात माना ठीक है 3 days बट आई वांट परफेक्शन ठीक है ना मजा आना चाहिए चलेगा तो 3 days फॉर प्रिपरेशन चलेगा बट ओनली 3 chapters very small and my test will be on cumulative basis चलेगा mean next time up to this फिर next time up to this cumulative basis or you want chapter basis cumulative basis में मजा आता है ना जैसे bills of exchange done तो up to bills of exchange then consignment done तो up to consignment in that trial balance can be also asked that में मजा आएगा ना because in exam तो cumulative ना चलेगा but I will ask recent chapter more and previous chapter less. Okay, so thank you very much. We'll meet tomorrow. Till then, bye bye. Take care. Enjoy your remaining day.